What up everybody, Jacob here, and tomorrow I have my very first half marathon and I'm really looking forward to it. A little nervous just because this is my first real race in probably over 10 years. I ran maybe 5Ks back when I was like 10, 11, 12 back then, but I haven't really run anything since officially as of yet. And tomorrow I have my very first race. That's also the longest race I've ever done as well, just because I was doing 5Ks and stuff. I've never done something as far as 13 miles officially. Of course, I ran 13 miles, 15-ish miles, like off the radar, or not officially, but it has been, it's been a long time since I've been kind of in the running community. And the reason I'm doing this half marathon is because I needed to set a goal for myself, just because I started to train a little bit more hybrid style. What I mean by that is running and weightlifting at the same time with some other cross training, rather than just only weightlifting. And so rather than just kind of statically running just to run, I needed something kind of, set out for. So that's really the big first reason. The second reason, which I kind of just said, was because I'm trying to train more like a hybrid athlete, and I just needed to kind of get something underneath my belt to really claim myself as somebody that is training for something. And the last reason that kind of ties this all up is that I'm shooting to be in the 1,000 pound club. I could lift in my three main lifts: deadlift, bench, and squat 1,000 pounds, but also be in the sub 3 hour marathon territory, which is a very, very short list. As far as I know, it's only one YouTube influencer, Nick Baird, does it. But besides that, I'm sure there's a few other people here and there that aren't really big on social media and this kind of just do underneath the radar, but I want to kind of be in that club. And I'll hint on this more at the end, and then also in another video when I talk about next year's goals and the future, just like what, the future of what I'm really getting into. But for right now, that's my goals right now. So yeah, that's really why I'm jumping into this half marathon. So I'm just really looking forward to it. Now, I know I was just talking about a sub 3 hour marathon, which is incredibly hard to do, but right now I'm still somewhat new at running. And so my main goal for this half marathon is just to get to below a 10-minute mile pace. Ideally, I would want to beat about a 2 hour pace. That way I can really be getting forward, just moving forward with everything. But since this is my first official race, and since most of my running is consistently around the 8, 9, 10 minute mark, I think just beating a 10-minute average mile for this 13-mile race will be a good goal for me. And to give you a little insight on how I train, how long I train, right now I've been running off and on for the past about 2 years. I've been running off and on. I was running maybe like a mile or like a 5K a couple years ago, like once or twice a week maybe, and then I'll take a few months breaks off, do a few months on, a few months off, and then I've really been consistent for probably the last 9 months or so, where I've been running anywhere from 5 to 25 miles a week, of course with a few weeks here and there as an exception, of course. So I don't know, I haven't really been super consistent, but I've been running kind of for a decent amount of time, so I'm pretty positive I can get a pretty decent outcome out of this. But it is something to where it's, I haven't really been training super consistently, so I don't know. It's going to be interesting. And then eating wise, I'm literally just about to go make dinner right now, but I'm going to be eating probably a hell of rice, some beef, just to get a lot of calories in me, some good fat and carbs, of course. So those will kind of help me for tomorrow. And then right in the morning, as I wake up, I'm definitely going to get a bagel, banana, peanut butter, and honey. Get all of that, just super carb out for the day, as well as maybe a little bit of sodium when it's like a pickle or something like that. Right before the race starts, I'm probably going to eat one of these gels from Martins, I think that's how you say it. I don't know, I'm trying them out for the second or third time, but just needed some extra fuel. And then I'll have these two throughout the race at some point. I don't know when, or I kind of know when, probably in the 2/3 section, so probably about 30-ish minutes, and about an hour-ish or hour 30-ish minutes in. So we'll see how it goes. I've had them, like I said, I've had them in the past, and I recommend you have them you try eating when you run in the past, just because it will help you kind of understand how your gut reacts. For me, if I have anything really solid, my stomach starts to hurt and I start to slow down. But if I have anything kind of gel-like, which this is kind of a gel, all three of these are gels. Super easy, so I really enjoyed them. And then after the race, honestly, I'm not gonna care, bro. I'm just gonna eat some Sour Patch Kids, some bananas, just get a bunch of carbs right back into me. But then I also have to get a coffee and then get straight into my car and drive up to Tennessee, just because that's where I'm gonna be going to, where my family Thanksgiving is gonna be. So I'm gonna have a lot more food waiting for me then. I'll probably even have to take a nap after, just because how much I've done and then eaten at the same time. So honestly, this half marathon's coming in at a really good time, but also gonna suck for that 3 hour ish drive. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, what I'm wearing the Brooks Glycerin 20. I used to have the 18. I literally just threw them out actually, just because they were so old. I had like 500 or so miles on them. They were really racking up some miles, so I needed to get some new ones. I got some new ones right before the race. Maybe not the best idea, but I switched out the soles from my old ones to the new ones. So hopefully that helps like a little bit, maybe or decreases the chance of getting some blisters. But besides that, I do really like Brooks. If you're in the market for a new running shoe, definitely look into Brooks, but definitely just go for what's best for your feet. Go to a good running store and they'll help you out there. Okay, we're in the Brooks. It's literally gonna be 40 degrees, 45 degrees, so gonna be a little chilly, but I don't mind if I'm running 13 miles. It'll be hot as shit after a while. So definitely wearing some shorts with that. I'm gonna rock the long sleeve shirt they gave me. Got some Turkey Day, half marathon, whatever, down here in Atlanta. And then I got this the strap thing. This is where I keep all my snacks and everything right here, along with my wallet, stuff like that. I just like it better than the band. The band can get a little loose. Then of course I got the hat. I don't know if I'll wear this for sure or not. Might pick a better one, but I do like this hat. Shout out to Josh Dobbs. Yo, just got done. Holy shit, I just broke 2 hours. I came out going at about like a 10-minute pace, like the first 2 miles-ish, like 10 minutes, and then I'd ease into about like a 9:30-ish pace, which I kept that for like the second 5K just about. And then on that third 5K, I really got after it, got around that 9-minute mark, and I was just teetering around the 9-minute mark for like the last 5K, and which eventually I did break the 5-minute mark, and I was around that high 8s until the last mile, and I broke 8 minutes. I went to 7:55. So I feel like fucking shit right now. I don't know how I pulled that out of my ass. I've been training at like the 8, 9, sometimes the 7-minute mark for like 5Ks and stuff, like on average for most of my runs, and I just kind of bust that out of my ass out of nowhere. So holy fuck, I'm I'm really proud of myself right now, because I did break 10-minute mile and I broke the 2-hour thing. So got both my goals done. Very happy about that. The overall experience too, this is the Atlanta, I don't know if I mentioned this officially yet, but this is the Atlanta Thanksgiving half marathon. There's another 5K and mile that goes on during the half marathon. I didn't really get to engage with those people, but the half marathon people, everyone was super nice, everyone was super supportive. It was good competition too. There was about 2 or 3 people I kept up with probably throughout the entire race, to where I was kind of glad I could kind of count on them to keep me accountable. Same thing vice versa. I talked to one person after, and he was super nice, and like we were like, yeah, like we helped each other be accountable. We got through the race, so it was super cool catching up with him. I didn't get to talk to this one person, but there was this one girl that like beat my ass at the very end, but she kept on pushing me. Like it was just like every time she would get ahead, I'd be like, no, I'm gonna get ahead of her. And at the last like 100 yards, she just passed me, and I just had to get it to her. Sometimes you just got to give it. So I don't know, I'm glad glad I did it, but holy crap, that was a lot. So right after, I had body armor. They just gave out some body armors, and then I also got like an apple pie thing. It was just sugary. I got more Powerade shit, some coconut water, bananas, honey, and some Sour Patch Kids. And of course, I gotta get some more stuff in my system before I get on this 2-hour drive, because I'm about to go up to Tennessee to have some Thanksgiving dinner. But besides that, holy crap, I'm really stoked right now. I haven't even called to anyone else. I came here alone, so this is me talking to y'all. Hope y'all like this update. I'm gonna tell y'all probably tomorrow my overall thoughts and feelings of the entire race. So until then. Yo guys, what's up? Sorry, it's been a minute. Of course, it's only been a couple seconds for you, but it is now Tuesday. It's been a few days after my race, and I've really had time to just let it settle and really think about my race. Here's my medal again. voluntary medal, nothing crazy, but still cool to say I did it. So where we left off, I was in my car telling you how I thought the race went and everything, and that kind of after sitting on it for a few more days and really talking to a couple other people, I really think it was probably the best I could have done based on the amount I was training. Like I told you, I was going into the race inconsistently running for the past year or so. In my month leading up to it, I was running 2 to 3 times a week, 5 to 25 miles a week, but it wasn't like a strong regimented plan. Excuse me. I was kind of scared going into it. Not scared. I was gonna have fun, but it was like, oh my god, am I even really gonna be able to beat this 10-minute mile mark? So yeah, I was kind of stressed there, and I just kind of kicked ass. And for anyone really wondering, or getting too nervous about these things, I did it alone, and I didn't even stretch. I know those are probably two small things that some people probably won't even care about, but for a lot of y'all, I know you might care. It's like, oh, I had no one to run with. Well, I did it alone. And then B, the other thing was I didn't warm up. I literally, when I tell you this, I literally parked my car, walked up and raced. I didn't prepare for that at all. So if anyone's actually wondering how much I kind of really put those extra little things in, no man, you can do it right now. You can do it right now. So don't overthink it. I guess that's my big thing. I think a big part of me doing well was just me not overthinking it, me just doing me, me just kind of making it a casual thing, and just having fun. I don't know. I think some people when they have these fitness goals put so much pressure on themselves to do well. So yeah, just try to make it fun, try to make it casual for anything. And I think you could really do well based on a certain amount of training. So yeah, I think, like I said, I think that was probably the best I could have done with my training. Going out 158, so it's about a 9:05 pace for some quick math for you guys. And I think going forward for my next goals for my 2024 goals, if you want to see my full goal layout plan for my 2024 goals and what I'm going to be doing hybrid training wise, go ahead and subscribe and see a later video about that. But to kind of give you a preview to that, I think my goal is going to be to beat 100-minute half marathon, so about an hour 40-minute half marathon. That's going to be my goal. And it's a pretty tedious goal right now, or not tedious. It's going to be it's a pretty treacherous goal right now. That's me dropping 20 minutes on 13 minutes. So it's over a minute each mile. So it would be a bit of a push just here in the next couple months. But I think within a year, with some proper training, I think it would be a little bit more feasible to really aim towards. So that's what I'm aiming for right now. Like I said, it's a preview. I'll explain more probably in a video here in the next few weeks or so, a little bit more preview of what my goals are going to be in 2024, but that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's how it went a little bit more in depth. What I think I could have done, what I think I actually I didn't really cover what I think I should have done. I covered what I was glad I did and glad I didn't do, but what I think I could have done better with was obviously the training part, but then also kind of just hydrating myself, knowing when to push myself harder, maybe actually walking the track. Maybe not walking the track, but driving my car through the track the day or week before, just to get a little bit more familiar with things. I was checking over the chart again, and it was literally I went up, I went down, I went up. It was just very simple, but it proved to why I felt so good in the middle of the race. And I wish I probably knew to pace myself a little bit more in the middle of the race. That way I didn't die as much at the end. But you live and learn. So yeah, I think I'm going to learn even more on my next race. I'm not going to really fret about it too much. I think it's just one of those things you just kind of learn as you go. And that's going to be my advice to you. Just the same way I said, don't overthink it. Don't sit here and try to make a perfect plan and then get stressed if something doesn't go as planned. If you try to have a perfect plan, but then you realize that you don't have new shoes the day before the race, oh well, just go about it. If you're going to do anything, don't do that actually. But you'll really be fine. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I guess for the most part, make it chill, make it easy, do you for the most part. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. I know it's different from my other videos, and this is my first kind of format of doing a video like this, kind of like a vlog-ish, but then also kind of tying into what I'm doing for the training. I don't know. It wasn't a very strongly laid out video. So if you're still watching at this moment, first of all, thank you. Second of all, sorry for the weird format. Third of all, if you're a returning viewer, thank you for sticking to a different video. But if you want to see me another review, or if you want to be another recurring viewer in the next couple weeks or so, go ahead and subscribe. So I'll want to see you. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.